Reality slips far away, fiction comes alive, we start to play. Hope is no more behind the closed door as we drift away from where we were before. Hope and hopelessness become one, it's all meaningless, we've already begun. Yup, we are all one and the same, never opposites, we play the same games. So I listen to the world and right from wrong, stay focused so I can stay strong. If you ever wonder why I'm trapped inside, it's probably just because I told a pack of lies. Maybe a dream, maybe it was pride, maybe for myself I often wonder why. Until our very last breath, we're running after life, trying to beat death.
Walking in line between hope and despair, running from the truth, but it's already here. Told so many lies, I don't know if they can find me. Only one life to live, so choose wisely. Heads or tails, they even though the side you're on doesn't really matter if it's on the same point. If you want to achieve, you gotta believe the time right now. There's the door, is the key.
Gotta chase the pain, don't let it fade away. There's a ray of hope beyond despair. Move on, look on the truth in this world.
Only one life to live, so choose wisely.
Let the world confusion find a solution. Beat the twisted evil gaze. Just do it, go for it.
By the time I finished taking care of Hina's injuries in the nurse's office, she seemed to have finally regained her composure.
Thank you.
Are you sure you're feeling better?
Yeah, it really was just a scratch.
But still, that was super close. If I hadn't yelled out, you'd be dead right now. It's all thanks to me, you know?
Yes, well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir.
So sarcastic. That just makes you sound even more hostile.
Hey, Hina. What the heck happened?
Oh, we just got into a fight, and I lost my temper and flew off the handle.
Let me guess. The fight was because of Sakura?
At first, I tried to just ignore it. If you let jerk buttholes get to you all the time, you'll never have time left to live your life. But she wouldn't let it go. So I just... Without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her 12 times.
A dozen punches isn't really without thinking.
And when things got out of hand, Genocide Jack got let loose, right? It's my own fault, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Because she was saying all these terrible things about my friend, you know?
Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up with tears. And just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, the door to the nurse's office bust open. I thought the door was gonna fly off its hinges. And there she stood before us.
Hina!
Sakura!
You're hurt. What happened?
Oh, nothing. It's not a big deal.
Makoto, Hiro, what is the meaning of this?
It wasn't me. It was Genocide Jill. It was all that demented murderous fiend's fault.
To hurt Hina. Damn you. To leave me alone, but hurt her. What is this? What is this?
Yeah!
I'm okay, really. It's just a scratch.
Unforgivable. I can't forgive them.
Oh yeah!
Hiro, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me.
I don't hate you exactly.
Why?
Somebody save me!
Hiro nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out of the nurse's office. But just a second later,
What's going on? What's all this noise about?
Kyoko stood in the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hiro's spot in the room.
I gather something happened?
Kyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura.
You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm drawing a line right here and now.
Drawing a line?
Goodbye.
Wait! Sakura!
Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. The only ones left were Kyoko? Are you still mad? Yeah, I figured.
It's fine.
Huh?
About that issue we discussed earlier, it doesn't matter anymore.
Then, do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it?
You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse anyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right?
Yeah.
To think like that, I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you.
What?
Because ultimately, that means you don't trust me.
No, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I've already forgotten about it. Besides, I may have overreacted.
Uh-huh?
Anyway, it's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
That issue we discussed doesn't matter anymore. I want to talk to you about something else.
What is it that you wanted to talk to me about?
Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there.
Where?
Just come with me and you'll find out.
I guess. But
Well then, shall we get going?
with her typical indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away, setting a brisk pace. Ah, Kyoko! I hurried to catch up to her. Kyoko walked ahead in silence. And in silence, I chased her. And eventually, we arrived. The dressing room? So there's something else you mentioned.
That's right. It has to do with alter ego.
But you said we didn't need alter ego anymore.
I didn't say we didn't need him. I just said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that needs alter ego. He has business with us.
Uh-huh?
Alter ego asked me to bring others to come see him. Apparently he has something he wants to ask us.
Alter ego wants to ask us something?
Hello? Oh, so it's just the two of you, Kyoko and Makoto.
Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard.
Is 2 not enough?
No, it's okay. 2 should be plenty.
But what is it he wants to ask us?
Let's find out, shall we?
Kyoko typed in the question.
What did you want to ask us?
Oh yeah, so I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the school network.
What?
Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied.
Why?
Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop here, saying I finished my work, I don't want that. I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. That's what Master would want too. So, to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of this school, the only way I can help is if you connect me to this school's network.
But if you do that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive the Mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you. And they'd... You agree, right, Kyoko?
I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid.
I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed. Too admirable. Too fragile.
You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right?
Yeah.
When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can't answer. But I can say this. There is no question that Alter Ego is our friend.
Kyoko.
To be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risks, the Mastermind really will notice it. But let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network.
But
he's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says that he wants to fight alongside his friends. If you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend?
Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't. I want to believe in myself. I want to be able to say, I know I can do this. So please, let me try.
And besides, there's one place where the Mastermind might not notice.
One place?
Remember, there's another place besides here where there's no surveillance camera.
A room without a surveillance camera. That's it! The secret room you told me about. I definitely remember there was no surveillance camera in there.
And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall. However, just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the Mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. We'll also have to move Alter Ego, and the Mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over.
You're right.
But despite all that, I still think we need to try. Because that's our best chance of finding any new clues.
Kyoko, in that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it.
Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Thank you. Then let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, alter ego. Bear with us, okay?
We started packing him up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket.
It tickles.
Shh! You can't talk right now. We're going to move you to another room. Until we get there, you have to be absolutely silent. Okay?
Understood. Your command has been implemented.
Good. To have him react like a machine like that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react.
In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers.
So there might be a network cable in there?
Assuming the mastermind hasn't taken it already.
Well, all we can do is go and check for ourselves.
Agreed. Let's head to the secret room. Hey, Makoto, are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again.
What?
Just hurry up and go. And to make sure you don't run off, I'm going to wait right here.
Oh, I get it. She's acting. She was so forceful. I thought I'd made her mad again somehow.
Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go.
Oh, okay. I'm going.
And be thorough. I'm counting on you.
Okay. First you have to find a network cable. According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in this drawer. Found it! This is the network cable, right? Now we just have to connect alter ego. I immediately got to work. I pulled out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable. And that should do it.
Yeah, I think it worked. Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. So please, just wait a little while longer. Just hold tight and put your faith in me.
As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and all the rest of us. As friends.
Friends? Even me? Thank you. Thank you, Makoto.
How'd it go?
Well, it went okay. But all the, documents were gone. Just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
I see. Then there's nothing left for us here. Goodbye.
Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore. That much was for sure. Kyoko!
Yes?
So we're just gonna split up?
Of course. I have no reason to stay with you at this point.
Well, maybe. But isn't that a little too direct?
Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance.
That's not what I meant. I had more I wanted to talk to you about. Like, what are you gonna do about Sakura?
Well, something has to be done. It's true. But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen.
Then what should we...
If we can find some new clue, that would likely change the situation. That's all we can hope for right now.
Which is my alter ego.
All we can do is wait and believe in our friends.
You're right. That's our only option. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. I'm kinda tired, so I laid down in bed. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving alter ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all, I had completely dozed off. The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world.
Makoto, get out here.
Kyoko? What's going on?
Hina just came to see me, and she was white as a ghost. It sounds like something's happened.
What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake.
She said for us to come to the rec room.
The rec room? Okay, let's hurry.
Makoto! Kyoko!
Hina, what's wrong?
Something's not right. In the rec room.
What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door, and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... Sakura? Is she... unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair, like she's bowing her head.
What's going on? Did something happen to her?
I was just walking past, and I happened to notice her through the window. But I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking. I tried calling her name. But she wouldn't respond. So, what should we do? What are we gonna do?
First of all, we need to get into that room.
But the door's locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations.
We're going to force our way in.
I just said...
The door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock.
Uh-huh. Then why?
It feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair?
Chair?
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means, as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply.
Then, there's no problem if we break in?
Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way.
Okay, I'll go get something to break it with. Wait right here.
Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure. Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence. But that silence didn't last long.
Here! I found a broom! In the classroom! Use it!
You can handle this, right, Makoto?
Come on, please hurry!
Okay, you two. Stand back. I took hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could. aiming directly at the window. All it took was one solid hit. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling the chair. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed on it with all my strength, and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could. But the moment I laid my hand on her, all I felt was cold death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then...
a body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
追いつけない追いつきたいのに突然物語決めれんさわからない弱さお菓子みたいに好きもレシピ通りにいけばいいのに地味なんだ一生でもつなげないままからやだよ追いつけない追いつきたいのに突然物語決めないさ不器用でぎこちないほど愛しく恥じらう
Hey, did you like the video? Wanna watch more? Ooh, how about this video? Or maybe this one? So many choices. Almost as many choices as there are choices of donuts. Donuts.